as the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs will face off in Game 1 of the NBA Finals tomorrow
Wait, hold
evening
on,
on
Ted.
ABC.
You said you setting it up, and you said we talked about the losing teams. We didn't say shit about Cleveland because I know that
We
there's
did
some
last week.
Cleveland. I understand, but I'm just saying there's some Cleveland supporters in here. There's some believers in Donovan Mitchell and James Harden in here, and I just want to know how y'all feel because them boys got swept.
You got to watch last week's show.
Yeah, you got to watch last week's show. We said all that shit last week.
How do you feel, Nick, about Cleveland? Just real quick.
Oh, I said that we have to question Donovan Mitchell. We had to have a conversation. I brought that up last week. That's what I'm saying. This is what happens. Niggas think I got you. Like, nah, nigga, I'm keeping it a bean. I don't have to miss shows to keep it a bean at the end of the day. Nah, nigga, you came back here for Wemby. Congrats. You know what I'm saying? Experience doesn't matter. Experience doesn't matter. The Spurs got to the finals. Congrats to them. Wemby's a dog. But here's what we talk about right now. We talking about the Eastern Conference champs who are going to be the future NBA champs. And Ken, I'm going to tell you this right now.
Well, hold on. I hate to stop you, brother.
Go ahead.
My bad.
Manny just hopped back in. I'm a rewind and start this all over.
My bad. My internet was fucking up.
No. It's FIFO got in the way. Now that we have the losing team discussion out of the way, we can move on to the main event as the New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs will face off in Game 1 of the NBA Finals tomorrow evening on ABC and ESPN in San Antonio. Which team do you have winning the championship, and in how many games? Nick, you were ready to go. The floor is yours, my brother.
There's very few times where I'm seeing the teams that I support in the final dance. You know, the Bengals went to the Super Bowl a few years ago. I thought I never would see that, and I was happy to. And now the Knicks are in the finals. And I've been trying to be a conservative fan for the most part, even though I came out early in the gate and said that and said they would get there. But I'm saying the Knicks in 5. And I'm saying it because of this.
Ooh. 5, huh?
Mike Brown has impressed me the most out of these playoffs. From any player, any coach, Mike Brown's impressed me the most because I know everybody can pick apart the path that the Knicks got, but if you're saying that they beat shitty teams, they destroyed them. So they proved that they was ass. So to me, they've shown that they're the most dominant team, and I bring that up because in the West the Spurs had to go through a lot. Wemby had to go through a lot as a player to learn about how to be the stamina of the playoffs, how to deal with people bodying you, and he throwing elbows. He got ejected, so he got suspended for a game to where he is now. So he's gone through his lumps, and he just came off of Game 7. Knicks are well rested, and Mike Brown, to me, it was interesting that at the end of the season, the regular season, he started doing the pick and roll with Towns and Brunson because I'm thinking, and other fans was like, why haven't you been doing that all season? This motherfucker might be an evil genius because he was like, I'm saving that shit for the playoffs so teams have limited time to see how I really want to run this offense. Because it's interesting how they just automatically click because everybody was like, y'all was inconsistent all regular season, 82 games, and now it's clicking to this level. I think he got a strategy for Wemby. This is the only time I shout out Doc Rivers, Sheldon. Back in the day, Doc Rivers says, let Dwight Howard do his thing. We shutting everybody else down. I think they're going to let the Gazelle do him. He going to get all the glory and shit, and he going to tire his goofy ass out, and everybody going to say, lock up everybody else. Because to me, rebounds and three-point shooting is going to be the winner. Whoever dominates that is going to dominate the series. And I think the Knicks have a better cast to do that by just letting Wemby do him and guard everybody else. And that's how I think the Knicks in 5. And they got the experience too.
Nick, it's funny you say that because 28 quarters ago you wanted Mike Brown fired.
Hey, listen, hey, Sheldon, a season ago you didn't mind AJ Brown. Now when you so shit changed when shit changed, right?
I'm sorry, go ahead, people.
They said that Mike Brown wanted to put this offense in earlier in the season, but Brunson wasn't for it then. But now there was this point, it was do or die, so he was going for it. So he was cool with it. That's what was being reported. I won't be long. I think the Knicks I'm going to play to experience. I don't think that Wemby is ready to win a championship yet. So I got Knicks in 6.
So, Nick, I want to ask you this, right? Because you're saying let the Gazelle do the Gazelle. What does that really mean? Because let's be honest, he's not a ball dominant player. he's a big. He plays off the ball more than he plays on ball. And if you look at what the adjustment that San Antonio did in the last 3-4 games of that series was that they put Wemby in pick and roll situations, and the whole defense had to collapse, and they were getting wide open shots. Look at Champagne in that second half of Game 7, got dumb hot. Why? So that's the thing about the great players that I've witnessed in my lifetime, the Jordans of the world, the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, now the Wembys. It don't matter what the fuck you do, bro. There is no way of stopping them because they affect the game without the ball. When you ascend to that level, I got San Antonio in 6. And that's the main reason why. I don't think that New York has an answer. And to backtrack just a little bit, I'm with you, Nick. I talked to B earlier today, and I told him, I said, bro, I give Mike Brown all the props. I know I've been a Mike Brown hater in the past, but in all honesty, these playoffs, he has outcoached every single coach that he's coached against. He's made the adjustments, not just in game, but game to game. So I give Mike Brown a lot of props, and maybe he might be able to outcoach what's his name, light-skinned guy from his second year in the league with San Antonio.
Mitch Johnson, whatever the fuck his name is.
Mitch Johnson. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might be able to outcoach him, bro, but you cannot outcoach Wemby. And I think that's going to be the biggest issue. I also agree with you. I think the OGs, the Mikal Bridges, those are the guys that are going to get the majority of the time on Wemby, because I think Wemby has 2 weaknesses right now. He don't have man strength or a man body yet. So the bigger guys like Hartenstein, they can move him from where he wants to be. You can move him like Wemby has to be like, okay, you going to stop pushing? All right, cool. I'll get the ball here. Right, he can't establish where he wants the ball yet. The second weakness is the smaller player. There's a whole montage of Russell Westbrook shutting down Wemby because Wemby can't put the ball on the floor against him. Anything he wants to do, Russell is right there, and other smaller players. So all that being said, we're talking about 2 weaknesses, and with a guy that doesn't need the ball to dominate. That being said, bro, I'm all the way on the Wemby train. I told y'all, if there's any player that's going to overcome inexperience and youthfulness, it's going to be this guy, and I think he does it. I think he passed the toughest test and the last year champs. And I understand you're probably going to bring up the NBA Cup and all of this and that, but bro, what we see, if we just take a step back, right, and just be honest, what's the best player that we've seen in all these playoffs?
Brunson.
It's Brunson. He's up there, Nick.
Wemby cool.
Yeah, he's up there, Nick.
I seen him go 4 for 15 too. So that he ain't unstoppable.
I've seen Brunson every game show up. So I gotta, but Wemby's dominated high.
This is a bad matchup for Brunson, by the way.
That's what everybody always talks shit about Brunson until it's time to play Brunson.
I'm not.
They always say it's a bad this, the bad. Sean, and then when niggas get dusted and crossed over and he hit a dot in the
30 on him.
Exactly, niggas is like, oh, okay, he must be that. That's what I'm saying. He's just gonna have to win the title for niggas to be like, he's one of them niggas. And I've been telling y'all about Brun for the last 4 years.
He's just not the one.
Nick, you only care about him because he's on the Knicks.
It's more than that, kid. It's more than that.
Look,
you were earlier on Brunson.
Nick, you were a Randall fan, okay?
I was a supporter of the Knicks during that era.
That's what I'm saying. You're a supporter of the Knicks right now.
I'm saying that with Brunson is different, King, because he won Clutch Player of the Year. It's like he's had NBA moments.
Yeah,
like coming
leave and go to another team.
He's gonna be. Hey, once a Nick, always a Nick. What you mean?
You're not supporting Randall?
Who? But you go ahead, man. This is
an interesting series, man, because I think it could go in a lot of different directions. I think if the Spurs win, I think it'll be a short series. I think if the Knicks win, it'll be a long series. That's how to me, the youth of the Spurs got to show up sometime in this playoffs, right? That's the only thing that's keeping me from like fully embracing the Spurs. It's just like the youth. And the only thing I fear about the Spurs that they win their championship on Saturday night. The exuberance and the emotion.
Wemby did
winning that series of getting that accomplishment that early. I wonder if they have anything left psychologically and emotionally in this series. That being said, That being said, from a basketball perspective, I think the Spurs are just a better team. I think the Knicks can match them, and I think the Knicks have answers to make life difficult for the Spurs. I do think the Knicks are going to have to play two bigs a lot, and Mitchell Robinson's injury is a problem. Even though he's going to play, I think they have to go two bigs a lot. I think that's the way to really kind of slow down Wemby. I get that there's evidence that Wemby struggles against small players. That being said, I think if they try to do the small ball lineup, I think they're just going to get killed. I think they're going to get dominated. I think Mitch Johnson will adjust. I think they're going to have to go two bigs. I think they're going to have to be physical with Wemby and try to kind of get him off his points on the court. That being said, man, the key to me for this series, the X factor for the Spurs is De'Aaron Fox. If he plays well, I think they're unbeatable. That's the key for me for them.
Who's the X factor for the Knicks for you?
The X factor for me for the Knicks is OG. I think he has to play big in this series, not only offensively but defensively. And he has to stay healthy and he has to stay on the court. Because I think, like you said, Cat's going to get in foul trouble. Cat's going to provide somebody that Wemby has to guard, especially on the perimeter. So I think that definitely is going to be a thing. I think you're going to see the Knicks try to get Cat involved early and often on the offensive side of the ball. But I think OG's the key, man. OG's the X factor to that team. I think when OG plays at a high level, I think the Knicks are a high level team. That being said, man, I'm just going with talent. I think the Spurs are just a better team. My only issue is just their youth and inexperience in this moment.
Manny, I only disagree with De'Aaron Fox being the X factor. I think it's Dylan Harper.
Well, I don't count Dylan Harper as an X factor because I think Dylan Harper is that dude. So to me, De'Aaron Fox, he needs to bring that veteran leadership, that been here, done that, and that calming influence. One of the quietest parts about that Game 7 win was when they needed big buckets. De'Aaron Fox
was him every time.
Big buckets.
You felt all 15 points he scored.
Say it again now.
Sure. Yeah. No.
You felt all 15 points.
That yes. And it was normally. Yes, you're right, man. And it was normally at a time whenever OKC was making a run or when they took the lead, it was always De'Aaron Fox coming back. It wasn't even Wemby. It was Fox that was the steadying force in that whole thing. Now, Dylan Harper is nice. Now, Dylan Harper is gonna get you, a couple nice buckets, and he hits open threes as well. But
that's what I think Dylan Harper's their second best player. Honestly, I think he's better than Castle.
That could be argued. That could be argued.
No. Wow. He's on that trajectory. He's on that trajectory, man.
But he isn't.
He's not there yet. Not today.
Yeah, he isn't.
But
but ask me this question in like a year or two.
Maybe
next year.
Yes, his upside is exactly that. Exactly, because he can get to the basket when he wants.
He reminds me of a young Kobe. I said what I said.
Yeah,
you heard him, people.
Hey, I don't know about that. I think what I need to see out of Dylan is nothing offensively. I think the offensive game, he has it down pat. The difference between him and Castle is I think Castle is an elite defender. I think Castle is one of the. I'm not saying that Harper is not. I'm just saying I don't think Harper is an elite defender.
No.
So until he becomes an elite defender, I don't know if he's better than Stephon Castle.
But Dylan Harper is an elite offensive player. And what I mean,
I don't disagree.
Kobe, I don't think he's going to be exactly like Kobe. I mean, nobody. I mean, there's other than like 5 or 6 players in history are Kobe. I think his mentality, I think his aggressiveness, I think his ability to just come in the game and impact and dominate. Remember, Kobe was kind of in that same position earlier on in his tenure with the Lakers, where he was just kind of coming off the bench to just be instant offense. That's where I see kind of reminiscent of Kobe, where he just come in and just be an instant bucket getter. Again, I think the Spurs. I'm going with Spurs in 5. I think
Spurs in 5 is disrespectful.
I think Game 1 is going to be the most important game of this series. Why?
Absolutely.
Because I think the Knicks evidence shows that Game 1, whoever wins Game 1 of the NBA Finals, goes on to win the series. And also, I think you're going to have 2 different things. You're going to have the answers of Spurs youth and inexperience, plus that they win their championship on Saturday night answered very early. And then I'm worried about the Knicks competition. Like, bro, let's be honest, bro. They didn't play nobody. Like,
bro, don't do that. Don't do that.
Bro, they haven't played anybody. This is the worst fucking Eastern Conference I've seen.
All right.
What? And then this layoff, bro. I think I seen a crazy ass stat where I think the Knicks have played 8 games in like 27 days, something like that.
Either way, first of all, the layoff was needed because OG and Mitch have been dealing with injuries, so that gives him time to rest. And second of all, that gives him time to game plan. And then also, bruh, y'all be the Spurs, like Ken said, the Spurs haven't done shit yet for you to give them all this credit. Y'all charging a lot for the credit card.
Beat the defending champs.
I could see the Spurs losing because of their youth.
I'm talking.
I think the Knicks have to win game one if they're going to win this series.
No, they don't, because you just got to win one of the.
They do.
You got to win one of the two on the road. They got to just take home. It don't matter if they
put the pressure on San Antonio early.
The winner in the finals of game one normally wins 70% of the games in the finals.
Okay, and I could throw out a stat too, Sheldon. A team that swept a team in the conference finals and faces the team that went to game 7, they win that finals matchup 5 out of the last 7 times. You know
hold on. But before you say anything else, Nick, do you think as a team, player for player, the Knicks are more talented?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the thing. That's where because I was about to get mine. My prediction.
You want to say no? Are you kidding me? Have you not seen the roster that the Knicks got? You throwing out Harrison Barnes?
This is coming from the same guy that said the Rockets roster was better than the San
Harrison Barnes wasn't in the rotation.
The same guy.
And this is coming from the same guy that picked the Nuggets over the Timberwolves. So yeah, I don't give a fuck what you're saying either.
I also said Wemby and them was going to be.
Yeah, and I also said the Knicks is going to the finals and where we at.
So we gonna see.
Exactly.
So here's the thing, and Nick, you've been right. Most of these playoffs, I ain't even gonna lie. You picked a hell of a playoff series for every matchup so far. But I got the Spurs in 6, and the reason being is I think that the supporting cast. We talk about the others often. I really like what San Antonio has with the others. I like that youthfulness in this case, because the one thing that I noticed from this team out of all the others is Mitch Johnson has these guys believing, and they some dogs. And I'm talking about up and down that lineup. Everybody's coming out there believing that they belong. And they run 4 smalls with the 1 big, and those guys have been shooting lights out. So if they continue to shoot like they are, it's going to be really tough to stop. That's why, you can't run the 2 bigs with the Knicks, because if you do, they're going to shoot you out the gym.
Well, that's why I was saying
Mitchell Robinson and Cat can match up with
the Knicks. The Knicks are shooting well as throughout the playoffs as well too. That's why I said the 3-point shooting and rebounding are going to be the 2 things. Whoever wins both of those categories in every game is more likely going to win those games, because that's what these 2 teams do best. Because again, my point about Wemby is like, let him go for 30, 40, whatever he does. If they shut down the outside, which keeps him going, and he also has to rest as well, then that would be the strategy of how you let.
But how do you shut down the outside?
Again, I'm saying ease off for Wemby and let him just tire himself out, getting his dunks and all that other shit. But I'm just saying.
Thank you. Through him like that.
I'm saying that make it easier for him to, like you said, FIFO, the pick and roll stuff. Let him roll. Just let everybody else not get a rhythm. That's the whole point I'm saying. Wemby can't score 100 by himself. He ain't Wilt. Shit.
I think what the Spurs did to the Thunder. I think what the Spurs did to the Thunder defensively, especially SGA. I think you're seeing the blueprint of what they're going to do with Brunson. I think they're going to give him 2. They're going to give him 2.
But he's been working off ball too.
Yeah, you reinvigorated. You playing like an all-star again? Okay, prove it. Score 30. I'm gonna let Cat score 30. I'm gonna see if OG can give me 25 every game. I'm gonna see if Mikal Bridges these threes are gonna fall. I'm gonna see if Landry Shamet is gonna shoot 100% from 3. We're gonna see. That's what the Spurs are gonna say. Okay, go ahead and do it. We cutting off the head of the snake. Because
Nick is correct though.
Everybody always say that. Everybody always say, "Well, we gonna take Brunson out." Like he ain't that nigga. What we talking about here?
Nick, you are correct though. It's gonna come down to shooting and rebounding. It's that simple in this series. And who shows up most on defense. Both these teams have been playing some excellent defense across the board. You saw this San Antonio give SGA all kind of problems. You ain't never seen him have that many fits. In the last few years, you've not seen him guarded that way. So in saying that was insane, as well as you've seen the Knicks do the same thing to those other guys on the other side too in Cleveland. So I'm anxious to see it. I'm ready. I'm more excited now than I was at the beginning of this matchup.
Win game 1. I think if the Knicks have a chance,
Shelton.
I think the Knicks to win game 1. I think they put the instant pressure on San Antonio. I think they got to win game 1. I think this is probably the most important game 1 you're going to see in a while. from in a series of this magnitude. I think the Knicks, to win this series, they got to win game one. I think they got to establish their dominance early, especially coming off the long layoff. I think they got to give San Antonio something to think about. They got to knock some of that confidence out of San Antonio, especially a young team in a championship setting like this. I just think game one is going to be the key to the series for me.
Shelton, they frustrated SGA so bad he was falling on the ground like a toddler.
Every play he was on the ground.
Every play he was falling out like a toddler, bro.
But
You can not get right.
Question real quick, Nick. Let me ask you a question. What's the harder conference? What was the harder playoff matchups? Was it the East or the West?
Don't.
I would say my answer to that would be is the Knicks dominated the East, where they showed that they were the most talented team. So I get what you're trying to say. Oh, the Spurs went through a tougher path, but they never went through the Knicks. So that's what I'm trying to say. Statistically,
are we sure the Knicks beat Boston? If Boston doesn't fall as half a
bro, come on. Why are we sure the Spurs beat anybody if they were fully healthy? Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about?
Way,
so like, there's a lot of ifs. We're not drinking.
The Hawks had y'all in trouble, low key. The Hawks had y'all fearing.
We beat them by 50, man, before half. What are you talking about?
That was the last game, though.
All I'm saying
Nick, you're bullshitting. You know the West would suffer. It is what it is.
I ain't saying shit, kid. It ain't is.
You're not saying shit. I'm saying the shit for you.
No, you ain't got to say nothing for facts. Me. It's not facts.
It is facts. But at the end of the day, it may not matter if
that's what I'm saying
when it gets to the finals. But the fact is, the West is tougher. That's where the champ was at.
And I'm giving the Knicks credit. And I think the Knicks can win this series. Like, I don't think this is the New Jersey Nets versus the Lakers in 2002. Like, I don't think this is a mismatch. Like,
it being tougher plays in the Knicks' favor, though, Nick, to be honest. Like, I agree with you. They did have an easier road, but at the same time, they are more prepared and they're on a roll right now. They got hot.
And the Knicks have the firepower.
Everybody's talking about, like, y'all act like the Knicks have been here before. They ain't been here before either. This their first time as well. All they have is just some older ass motherfucking players.
Well, they have deep playoff experience, Ken. That's what I'm saying. The Spurs are just now getting that. The Knicks have been dealing with that. And on top of that, the Spurs got to come to MSG. That's the one thing y'all forgot to talk about. Those bright lights, those fans. San Antonio ain't got nobody in their front row like the Knicks.
As a New Yorker,
they gonna have Spike Lee throwing water at them.
I agree with you, Nick. The Spurs do got to come to MSG. That's why I feel like it's imperative for the Knicks to win game one to put the pressure on the Spurs. That being said, I've also seen the Knicks nut up in that building.
See, this is what I'm talking about. The Knicks go on a legit historic NBA run, like legit run, and y'all talking about them like they're happy to be here. Get the fuck up out of here.
I didn't say that. That's Ken. I didn't say that.
You just said you seen them nut up every time, nigga. They've been
have
balling.
You not seen them nut up in that building?
They have not lost in over a month.
What I'm saying is that both of these teams, neither one of these teams have experience playing in the NBA Finals. And there have been plenty of players historic that have said that the finals is just different and it takes them a minute to adjust. They've all said that. And that experience matters. And neither one of them have it. And we'll see, who comes out on top when it comes to that. But Shelton, who you got winning?
I got the Spurs in 6.
Okay.
Who you got, Ken? Shit, you ask everybody else.
I think that this Spurs team is very poised. They have a lot of composure for their age. It doesn't seem like they should, but the way they just went up in OKC and won that game, that said a lot to me in terms of them utilizing their talent, their depth to the best of their ability. It's because I thought they were going to get blown out or it was going to be a 10+ point win, but they went in there like they owned that place. Mm-hmm. I can easily see them playing very similarly in New York once the series start to settle down. So however, I do think though that this just feels like it might be a situation spike where when this is over, you walk away confident that this same shit can happen to your Cowboys. And that's the Knicks winning this NBA title, their first one in 30 years. I think that they're going to win it in 6. 53? They haven't been to the playoffs in 30.
No, they haven't been to the finals in 27 years.
I mean, finals in 30.
In 53 years. 1973 was the last one.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It just feels like they're going to win this. And going back to the mentality conversation you guys had about Wemby, this could be the thing that really set him on the path, in the same way that when he lost that whatever video they keep showing when he was playing Chet and he fouled out and he didn't win that shit. You know, I can see this being his motivation to come back and finishing the job. You know, so he may need to get this loss out of the way. And on top of that, man, look, Nick, I'd be happy to see Brunson get a ring before Luka.
Oh yeah,
considering the fact they were on the same team.
That'd be huge.
That'd be crazy.
I love that shit.
And that's we gonna be making that case. We got another paper to add to the pile for Nico needs to be redeemed for what he did. And Manny, you ain't allowed to come to the parade if the Knicks win. I don't want to see you. I ain't see. I better not see one Panamanian in Manhattan.
I mean, I'm not rooting for the Spurs. I hate the Spurs. I'm a Laker fan, but I'm with Ken though. I could see the Knicks winning this series. I really can. I don't think this is just like, oh, pencil the Spurs in. It's done. I do think the Knicks can win this series, but again, I don't know, man. Eventually, the Spurs youth's going to show up. Eventually, right? Like it has to. Right? Like we've never seen a team this young do this. So that's my thing. That's the only thing that's keeping me from like saying Spurs overwhelmingly. I think the Knicks are talented and the youth of the Spurs. But if they shut me up on that, then hey, they shut me up.